I'm Darren. I am from the band Black Creek Rain and the band Destiny, and I am part of the Bollywood Monster Mashup and the MAD Artist Development Program this year. I was born and raised over here. I don't necessarily look like it. I look like I'm Indian, but I'm actually from the Caribbean. I'm supposed to like chutney music. I hate it. I'm just kind of in between everything. So it's been, for a long time, it was really hard for me to really find not only what I liked, but what I also was good at. And I settled on the reggae, pop, funk, like that sort of thing. In the sunshine when she's gone, we were a different band before. We were called Heaven's Muse before. And then when we split up, we decided to be something home. Like Black Creek Drive is not far away from where I am, and most of us grew up around there. So we were Black Creek Drive for about a week, and then you'll never believe it, there was a band in Japan somehow also called Black Creek Drive, and we're like, what? Seriously? So we changed it, and my girlfriend at the time had suggested the name Rain, Black Creek Rain, and we're like, not a terrible idea. And so for the last 4 or 5 years, we've been Black Creek Rain.
No, I don't want none of your time. No, I don't want no scrub. Scrub is a girl who can't get no love from me.
So as any good musician, women are my muse. They always have been, they always will be. Specifically women from my past. Because if they're not here anymore, then that's when it's best to write about them, apparently. So, because no, we can't possibly write about them when they're here. Where's the art in that? They have to be years gone, and now, yes, now I feel it. Because men. I try to watch what I eat, get exercise, all of those things, because those are so important for mental health, for physical health, for everything. The best performances I do are the ones where I didn't get as much sleep as I should have. I didn't warm up the way I would have liked to. I haven't eaten in several hours, but I'm just tossed on stage and it's go for it. And it's almost as if I let everything out in how I sound. There's a mental at ease, and I've obviously done great performances where I was able to warm up, I was able to eat, I was able to sleep, I was able to do all of those things, because now all of that's not on your mind. And now you're able to just step on stage and go for it. But there's almost a sense of desperation in your body now, especially for seasoned performers. There's almost like a sense of, all right, a few more songs and then you can eat. All right, a few more songs and then you can take a nap, right? I know what I signed up for, and come hell or high water, you gotta deliver.
I wanna see one like Rihanna, get all up on the bum, diggy diggy bum bum. She turn it up like the summer, she turn me on with a bum, diggy diggy bum bum.
You got me like crazy, that you're calling me.
With a bum, diggy diggy bum bum.
You got me like crazy, that you're calling me.
With a bum, diggy diggy bum bum.
You don't come to rehearsal to learn your part, you come to rehearsal to learn everybody else's part. Because especially in a group performance, you need to know when to come in, when to not come in. You need to know what your cue is, what your cue isn't, when the song stops, when the song starts, so on and so forth. And all of these things and the energy of a live rehearsal with multiple people is significantly different just a solo rehearsal, right? It's why stage fright is a thing, right? Like the actual energy and ambience of a stage, being in front of people and around people, is a completely different energy than when you're by yourself. So it's going to be a challenge for people to very quickly step out of their home rehearsals into the big rehearsals and kind of get themselves in that proper headspace.
One love, one heart, let's get together and feel alright. Hear the children crying. Give thanks and praise to the Lord, and I will feel alright. Let's get together and feel alright. Whoa. Let them all pass on their dirty remarks. There is one question I'd really love to ask. Is there a place for the hopeless sinner who has hurt all mankind just to save his own beliefs?
It's such a classic that like everybody will know it. The Indians, the Caribbeans, everybody's gonna know it. That's gonna be a showstopper for sure. And even when it was first out in the 70s, it was always like a unifying type of song. And it's one of those things where the message is timeless and it's something people still need to hear. So now that I can record at home, I realize that at most performances, the monitors on stage are, at least the vocal part of it, are never as loud as they should be. I would sing and I do a 45, 60-minute set, and I've got enough stamina that I can do that no problem. But I would feel at the end of all of these shows, like I'd feel it was strained. I'd feel like I had almost pushed too hard. And then I'm looking at other guys like Ed Sheeran and John Mayer, and they're doing these back-to-back shows, these 3 nights and 3 shows in 3 nights kind of. And I'm like, how the hell are they doing this? Like, is there something that I'm missing? And now I realize that I was singing too hard and the monitors need to be pushed much, much louder. I shouldn't have to strain. I should be able to do back-to-back shows, no problem.
You know what I say, I don't know, but I know. Murder, she wrote. Murder, she wrote. Murder, she wrote. Murder, she wrote.
Rarely do you see like a brown guy frontman in bands in Toronto, at least in like rock, funk, blues bands. They exist. I'm not a unicorn or anything like that. They exist, but there's not that many of them, right? So this felt something that was catered to. They like the reggae stuff. They like the pop stuff. They like our skill set, and they actually have a plan to promote us. It wasn't the type of thing where they're like, here's some money, go away. Here are these workshops. Here's this information. Here's how we're going to help you. A very detailed list of steps. Let's go through it together. It feels like a real mentoring program. And that's one of the main reasons that I was attracted to this. They have all the funding in the world where I can take them legitimately seriously. They've been very transparent about everything so far. There's been lots of communication, lots of open line. Here's our number, call us and contact us every time. This is the most sincere effort to build artists so far that I've ever been a part of. And that's been ultra attractive to me.
This little girl, her name is Maxine. Her beauty's like a bunch of roses. And if I ever tell you about Maxine, you know what I say, I don't know, but I know. Murder, she wrote.